Hello and welcome to Wedding Planning 101 with your very own professional bestie. My name is Kerstyn Walsh and I run Hire a Bridesmaid. I started this business after I saw a friend of mine on her wedding day completely stress out. She was running around trying to get her hair and makeup done whilst answering calls from suppliers, trying to tell people what to do, trying to set up the last minute elements, and watching her, I thought to myself, nobody should be feeling like this on their wedding day. Nobody should be going through this on the biggest day of their lives. As I was there, and I love helping, I jumped in and I helped her put together all the last minute things. I helped the florist set up a few elements. We worked out how to make sure the air conditioning was working, as well as having the flowers set up hanging from the ceiling where she wanted. And while I was watching them say their vows, I realized that this is what I wanted to do with my life. I decided I wanted to help as many people as possible plan easy, stress-free weddings. The most important part of that being stress-free. And so I started my company, and since then we've been planning weddings that make our couples enjoy their day and ensure that they do. We plan them really well, and I have said this to everybody that I meet, but it is all in the planning. So everything that we do in the lead up to the wedding, from the second you get engaged all the way through to the big day and even afterwards, is what we are going to do in this course. Now, why am I giving away everything that I know like this in this capacity? Well, a wedding planner can cost anything from $3,000 if you're really lucky, all the way up to $10,000 and more, depending on what type of wedding you're planning. But like I said to you, I started this business because I wanted to help as many of you as possible enjoy your wedding day to the fullest. So I thought, what better way than to reach you via video, via an online course that you can complete in your own time, even when I'm asleep and you can't reach me on the phone, and through every single step that you need to do to make sure your wedding is completely stress-free and beautiful and your dream day. So what are we going to cover in this course? Well, I'm going to give you all my tips, tricks, and secrets, everything that I've learned over all of my weddings. And beginning with our first module, which is where we're going to pick a date, choose a venue, and set your budget and stick to it. And I think that's the most important part. Like I said, it's all in the planning. If you can come up with a budget, an ideal level to stick at, and then know how to work with your suppliers to get that, to work with them, to negotiate with them, I should say, and work with them within your budget, you'll have a better experience. We're also going to go through the whole design of your wedding. So we're going to design a mood board that you can show to all of your suppliers when you meet with them to make sure that we're all on the same page right from the start. We're going to do a wedding website too. It's the simplest and easiest way to get all your information out there. And we're going to make sure that we get organized and stay organized throughout the whole thing. Then we are going to talk about hiring the right people. So the right suppliers for you and your partner and your fiance, to make sure that your day does run smoothly. You want somebody that you can trust, who is going to work within your style and who is happy to be there and help you celebrate the day, give you all of their advice as well, because that's really important. People like your photographer and your makeup artist, you're going to spend so many hours with them on the day. You want to make sure that you get along with them as well. Then we're going to talk about other smart purchases, including things like your bride's dress, like the groom's attire, like the bridesmaids, like the groomsmen, like the gifts, anything else that you're going to buy for the day. We'll work out how to make sure that they are smart purchases and how best to negotiate on those as well. Then we're going to go through the final planning stages. I've got a ton of checklists and templates that we will work through together, things that you can give your venue, questions you can ask them as well in the lead up, making sure that everybody, like I said, is on the same page. And then finally, we'll cover off everything else you can think of on a full day run sheet. I'm talking from the second you get up in the morning all the way through to the second you go to bed that night and packing up the next day. We've got packing lists for the car, we've got honeymoon checklists, we've got everything that you could possibly need to plan a stress-free wedding. So if you're ready to get into it, so am I. I will see you in the next chapter.